face today. Is that okay? Alright, perfect. Let's get started. So these are the main brushes that I will be using. They're pretty fine, so I think that's actually perfect for a precise painting on your face. Is that okay? Okay, and I think the vibe or inspo I'm going for is like a winter sunset type of vibe. Yeah, I saw one recently and it was really, really pretty, so I got a lot of inspiration from that, so I think that's what we're gonna do on your face today. Okay, so I have my paintbrushes. And I also have my paints. I also have my paints. And then I also brought a jar of water. A jar of water so that I could rinse out my brushes afterwards. Okay, so let's get started. So I think a good idea will be to start with the sunset, and then later on I can go and add all the different parts of the landscape. Okay, perfect. Just going to see which brush I want to use. Which brush, which brush, which brush, which brush, which brush. So I'm going to start with this brush. Then I'm just going to dip it in the water. Then I'm going to grab my paints, and then I'm going to start with one of the oranges down here. Going to start with that. Let's start with the lighter orange. That's going to be the part closest to the sun. Alright, and then could you lift your head up just a little bit for me, please? Okay, perfect. I'm just going to paint, 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 yeah, I really like painting sunsets, kind of because it's the only thing I can paint, but let's not worry about that. Paint, paint, paint. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna go in with a darker orange, okay? But first I need to rinse the brush. Okay. Now we're gonna go in with our next shade of orange. We're gonna go with this one now. Okay, a little bit more. I'm gonna need you to hold still again, okay? Okay, and then I'm just going to paint, 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 paint. Good job. Just keep holding still like that, okay? Paint, 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 paint. That looks good. So if I'm being completely honest, I am not much of an artiste. At least not in like this style of painting. I just paint for fun. skin at all? No, it's okay. Okay, good. Blend, 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 blend. Okay, perfect. Now I think we need to choose a different brush for this next part. So I think I'm going to go in. Let's compare them. Which one do you think I should use? They're pretty similar. Just a slight difference. Should I use the 0 or the 2? 0, 0 or the 2? 0, 2, 0, 2, 0, 2. 0 or the 2, 0 or the 2, 0 or the 2. Which one should I use? Which one should I use? 0 or the 2? 0 or 2? 0 or 2? 2. Okay. Just gonna pop this off. And then, oh my gosh, there was one on my ear. Did I use that one? Okay, maybe. So I think next I should do some mountains, like snow-capped mountains. Yeah. So, I think I'm gonna use some black, some gray, and some blue for the mountain. Yeah, so I'm gonna start. I don't know if you can tell, but I think I'm going to use this blue. It's like a darker blue. I think I'm gonna start off with that. Okay. So I'm just going to dab my brush in some of the water and then get a little bit of that blue. Got some blue going on. Okay. And then, yep, just look forward, okay? Yeah, like focus on my nose or my eyes. Nose or eyes, just look forward, okay? Okay, then I'm just going to paint the base of this mountain. Here. I don't think it's applying very well. Just hold still, okay? Alright, let's try this. How many mountains do you think I should do? Thinking like 4 mountains, okay? Okay, those bases look good enough. Now, you're gonna be seeing me do this a lot. Brush back in the water. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with the gray. Get some of that gray. Perfect. these are anymore. So we're just gonna wing it. I think that is actually the black right there. Verify for me, please. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Which one am I even on right now? Oh, girl. Oh, no, that is not black. Wait, what? You guys, help. Okay. Okay. Well, maybe this is black. Maybe this is purple. I'm not sure, but it's gonna have to work. Alright, let's do this. Just going to paint that on. Paint that on. Good job. Just keep holding still like that, please. And paint, 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 paint. Okay, now we need to let that dry, alright? So I'm just gonna fan your face a little bit to help that dry. Okay, so just hold still. I'm just going to. Okay, and we're just gonna wait like a minute or two and let that dry, okay? So, how have you been? Have you guys been sleeping? I have not been sleeping well at all, ironically. I don't know, there's just like so many things going on that my mind can't really ever rest. So I've been having a hard time sleeping, but it's okay. That's what ASMR is for. But yeah, I got this sparkling water energy drink, so I'm gonna drink that while we wait for your face to dry. The flavor is tropical dreamer flavor, and it has pineapple, mango, apple, and lime flavors. So this is the only flavor of this drink that I really like. This is not sponsored at all. Why was that so loud? Don't listen, guys. She's a little dramatic. Okay, perfect. It looks like that's all dry, so let's move on. Now I'm going to use my larger. No, let's not do that actually. I am going to use another one of my brushes. Oh my gosh. This one looks like really, really fine, so that's exactly what I need for the snow caps. So we're gonna go in with some white. Gonna go in with a little bit of white. Okay, and then we're just going to do the tree. I should have said D tree. Never mind. 5 tree. 6 tree. 7 tree. 8 tree. 9th tree. Okay, perfect. And then we're gonna need to go in with a little bit of brown for the stump of the tree and for the branches. So let's go in with some brown. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in and do a line, 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 line. That looks good. Maybe we should add a little bit of snow on those trees to give it more of a realistic feel. I think so. Let's go back in with some white, but let's let that dry first, okay? Okay, while we're in intermission, guys, look at this flower arrangement I did. Isn't it pretty? Oh. Okay, I thought I just spilled water. That would have been bad. Aren't these pretty, you guys? Look how pretty. I'm very proud of myself. Some of the pink flowers were actually dying, so I had to get rid of some of them because I couldn't bring them back to life. But then I bought the purple ones and added to it, and it's just so pretty. I had to show you guys. Okay, I think your face is dry, so now let us move on to the snow on the trees. So we need to go in with literally the teeniest, tiniest pointed brush. I need your help. These are both pretty small, but I think I messed up this brush a little bit because it's got a couple of bristles that are kind of like sticking out. So which one do you think I should do? This one. This one is technically more precise, but it has the bristles that are going like this. Or this one. I think I'm gonna go with this one because I don't really want to worry about the bristles. Okay. So I'm gonna go in with the snow and then just kind of like just put little dots all over the pine, okay? Just going to oh, sorry, did I get your eye? Sorry about that. Too aggressive, okay. There. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Okay. Now I'm trying to think